Love to the rescue. There are presently a lot of words, thoughts, and emotions being shared across the nation and the world in response to the death of George Floyd. At Self-Enhancement, Inc., we are encouraged that this incident provides insight and compassion for many others to feel the pain, inequity, and disgust that Black Americans have experienced for decades. For 40 years, SEI has been a bridge that has provided opportunities for people to come together in the name of youth potential realized, excellence without excuses, and life has options. As the largest and most successful Black nonprofit in the state, we in no way feel entitled. We in no way expect something to be given to us because we're Black. We expect that our success should speak for itself. We provide a hand up, not a handout, to over 16,000 youth and families annually. In SEI, you see a light, you see hope, you see success. This success not only uplifts our Black children and families, which is our primary goal, but it also creates a safe platform for growth and understanding between all races. In today's environment, the need for SEI and what it represents is so important to the fabric of our existence. To that end, we thank you all for investing in our collective futures. Much love and respect. Tony Hobson Sr., President and CEO, Self-Enhancement, Inc.
This right here is Soul of the City. My name is Mike Phillips, and I got a special guest with me. His name is Brian McKnight, and we're going to do a song off my new album, pulling off the covers, called Watching You. Check it out.
Looking at the ladies, all of them fine, all of them so lovely, I can't make up my mind, but I'm looking at you from the corner of my eye. I can see you now, you're stepping so high and high. Watching ladies go by watching you, looking so fly and high. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by watching you. I got my eye on you, yes I do. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by watching you. So fly, so fly, so fly. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by watching you. Oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. There you go, swaying, blowing my mind. You got everything, grooving in time. God gave her beauty, she carries it well. I'm staring at your heart, baby, hoping you can tell. I'm looking at you, yes, I'm looking at you. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by watching you. Looking at you, yes I do, yeah. Watching you. Watching you.
Community. It means so much at Self-Enhancement Incorporated. Our nickname, SEI. Come join our community. What does that mean? It means that you will build bridges between our youth and our future. By helping us commit to excellence within them, you are helping us build more community and more faith in our future. It is all about the package that we are putting together and handing to the people that will lead us in the future. How can you help us do that? We've been doing this for over 40 years. We don't want to continue to do it alone. We need more community, more people, more warriors that look like you and me. Love is always the way, and love is going to come to our rescue. Come join our community.
As the old saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. The problem is there are too few communities operating this way. But there is one village that has figured out how to do it right. Like really right. As in nearly 100% of the children of this village graduate from high school and become positive contributing citizens. And they've been doing it for a long time.
You know, SEI just really opens our eyes. It really gives us a push to know what we're gonna do next.
Usually other kids don't have this type of experience to be in a program that keeps you out of trouble, keeps you focused, keeps you maintained. And I think I'm gonna actually go somewhere.
The more people we have supporting you, the better you feel and the more you wanna do better.
I can come here and it's just like I have another father.
They just give you that oomph in life, just period.
Every village needs leaders. Elders, people who take their role of showing the youth the right way to live seriously.
For me, it's probably one of the greatest jobs in the world, just being able to work directly with youth.
Our best work comes in our ability to develop relationships. That relationship is what allows us to help the kid make better decisions.
They know my kids, they know my wife, so I mean, it's every day, all day.
It's a great feeling to somebody that's there for you all the time, no matter what time it is.
At SEI, these leaders are called coordinators.
When people ask, what does a coordinator do? You're gonna get a different answer every single time.
We do everything.
You're a parent, you're a teacher.
You're a big sister. We are a best friend, we are a counselor.
A mentor, an instructor. So you wear a lot of different hats and being a coordinator, and the beauty is that starting out your day, you never know which hat you're gonna put on.
Every village needs rules. Standards to live by that dictate how members of the community are to present themselves, and most importantly, treat each other. At SEI, there are 7.
Number 1. In SEI, we greet each other every day with a smile and a handshake to strengthen the relationship between us.
Standard number 2.
In SEI, we honor and respect each other, and so we address one another with proper language and speech.
Number 3.
In SEI, we value the space of ourselves and others and are careful not to intrude or injure each other. Standard number 4.
4.
Number 4.
In SEI, we are mindful of what is true and strive to be honest in word and deed. Number 5. In SEI, we treasure our rich culture and hold the culture of all people in high regard. 6.
In SEI, we strive to reflect our beauty both inwardly in our understanding and outwardly in our appearance.
There you have it. A modern-day village raising its children. That's SEI. It always has been and always will be in Portland and beyond. And there may not be anything magical or fancy about love, time, and dedication. But with enough of it, a village can achieve some pretty wonderful things. Oh, by the way, we owe you the 7th standard. In case you were counting.
Keep it real!
SEI started as a basketball camp back in 1981. Throughout those years, we've been able to give kids a way to express themselves positively and to reach their full potential. One of those students taking part in those camps right now is a superstar in the making, Marquise Cook.
Rip. Go pull up. Get to the blue. Up. Elevate. Go. There it is. Middle. Middle.
jump. Hey, fade to the baseline.
My name is Marquise Cook. I'm a student athlete. I go to Jefferson High School, and I represent SCI. Basketball for me is just like my life, man. It's what I do daily, Monday through Sunday. It's what I love, it's what I do. Being in the gym, having the ball in my hand, it's a sense of freedom. And I love expressing myself through this sport, through this hard work.
It's that easy, come on.
Being from Portland, born and raised, knowing that there's younger ones looking up to me, you know, trying to be great, it gives me that drive to want to keep going, you know, it gives me that it.
There's a lot of young kids looking up to him, man, and watching how they navigate through all these times right now. Just showing it by example, not by just talking, because a lot of people talk, but it's different when you can actually watch people do the work and continue to elevate.
SCI, it's like family, you know, they doing the same thing I'm doing, working hard, trying to be great. Just being on this court, you know, always remembering where I come from, because this is the community. They got my back, I got their back. Being, you know, African American, you know, you always gotta carry yourself differently, you know, always show Black excellence through life journeys, you know, life lessons. You know, it's something I want to continue to do.
Jolly poem, take one.
My name? Jolly Rapper, that's rapper with a W. I'm gonna be doing a spoken word poem. As a kid, I was into art, but I could never draw a perfect line. My hands were just too unsteady. Eventually, I got decent at drawing lines, gliding the pencil tip across the page ever so gently. I never knew what to draw, so I would always end up drawing lines. My hands just did what my mind was expressing. I figured out that every line I drew were just words, words I were suppressing. So I forced myself to stop drawing lines, but I couldn't help but question. Were the imperfect lines I refused to draw my only sense of acceptance, sense of protection, sense of direction, sense of a sensible sentence, my only sense of perfection? If I continued to fight this feeling of drawing lines, if I neglect it, would that only cause me to want to make more lines in any form or substance? From soft graphite to gloopy ink to dripping paint on canvas, from bleeding Sharpies to waxy crayons to grinding chalk in classes, from smudging charcoal to sculpting clay to stitching lines in fabrics, so many ways to create lines, I needed all the practice. Wait. You know what I just realized? Lines are everything. I know it might sound weird, but hear me out. Lines dictate our lives. How? Right now, you're all standing in lines, here to watch a young poet recite his lines. And I know some of y'all were using Google Maps to get here, which means you followed a line. Palm readers read the what on your hands? The lines. An officer checks to see if you're tipsy by having you walk in a straight line. That same police officer shot and killed an innocent, unarmed Black kid who was walking home from school. When the detectives arrived, they traced his cold, lifeless, limp body in a line of chalk. Society is teaching Black kids to become tightrope walkers. Because if you walk these streets, you're walking a fine line, and there's no safety net that'll break your fall. And that ain't a problem, because the only way you'll fall is if they're caught slipping. They'll be grinning with pride. The trigger is lit in their eyes. They pull it, gripping it tight. You'll get hit from behind or hit from the side, and the officer will say something along the lines of, "These things happen in this line of duty." But don't give us that line. We put up so many lines between each other, putting society in a box. Let's take those same lines and use them as a way to connect the dots. We as human beings are approaching the end of our time. So where do we draw the line?
Hi, this is Tony Hobson, President and CEO of Self Enhancement Inc., Here to introduce the Life Has Options Award, the largest award that we give out in Self-Enhancement, Inc. This award is given to individuals that have made a difference, not only in our local community, but in our city, our state, and sometimes the nation. These are individuals that give back in a variety of different ways, impacting children and families and community. This year's Life Has Option Award goes to someone that will be very familiar to you. Not because he's been Rookie of the Year in the NBA, not because he's been a perennial All-Star, but because of the things that he's actually done off the court, like refurbishing a gym and athletic equipment in his hometown in Oakland, coming here in Portland and being able to start a program that talks to kids about bullying and the need to change in that area. He's also come to SEI and been a part of our after-school program and been involved in our camps. We are happy that this year's Life Has Option Award is being given to Mr. Damian Lillard.
How you guys doing? My name is Dame Lillard. First of all, I want to say how honored I am to receive the Life Has Options Award from SEI. It's ironic that SEI began as a basketball camp and has gone on to become the largest African-American multi-service organization in the state of Oregon. Because my first run-in with SEI was at a basketball camp. You know, I was invited to come by and speak to the campers. And I ended up, you know, realizing that I was coming to an entire facility that was about more than just basketball and, you know, all of these different things that they provided just for the youth, just to be a helping hand, to provide different things for them to take interest in, to provide more resources for them that they might not have been able to find at home or at school. And it was all about the youth. And, you know, I was really drawn to that. I've been to festivals, the music festivals. I've hosted a Special Olympics camp on SEI's campus. I've kind of stumbled on a lot of things through SEI, just because a lot of the things that mean something to me is what means a lot to SEI. And we've been in line in that way, you know, since I first got to Portland and was looking to get tied in with the Black community. SEI was my start with that. So I just want to say how honored and how thankful I am to be put in such great company with the likes of Phil Knight, Larry Miller, Alonzo Mourning. You know, it's truly an honor and something that I don't take for granted. It means a lot, you know, to be able to be embraced and given such a great award as a part of the community in Portland, because what I do for community means the world to me. You know, not just in Oakland where I'm from. I do a lot there. I do a lot in Ogden, Utah, where I went to college, and I'm very active in the Portland community, obviously with, you know, this type of award. But it means a lot to be acknowledged, you know, for the work that I'm doing outside of basketball and by an organization that is also, you know, super active and there for the Black community. And it means a lot. So thank you guys once again. I look forward to doing more work with you guys, and much love. Peace.
Comfortable in my own skin. I like who I am. The good vibes keep on pumping. Turn it up, that's my jam. I feel good. How you feeling? I feel good. So good. It feels good now. Make sure they jam it in the hood loud. When you roll slow in a lane with a whip with no stains, get a taste with the fame like hanging with my big homie solo. Standing still ain't better than slow-mo. Favor ain't fair, we live a blessed life. Talking all that trash on the best style. What they wanna say now?
What is Black excellence to us? It is not just knowing who you are. It is understanding that you are not an exception to the rule. You are actually the rule. You are existing because you are amazing, and every child needs one caring adult to help them see that. And that's what we do at SEI.
We joined SEI when we were in second grade.
So like 7, 8 years old, they basically helped raise us.
We went through stuff as a family, but as individuals as well, and they made sure to emphasize that we were individuals and that we weren't just triplets.
It's just good spirits all the time, and you just have people that you can relate to. The coordinators and the staff, they come in as like second parents because they help you every day. And no matter what. Lifetime. Yeah, like a lifetime. We went to a predominantly white high school, so it was a relief that you could like have somewhere to go and be yourself.
Keeping us busy all the time, even when stuff at home isn't always the best. Like making sure that we're safe and that we always have food on the table, lights over our heads. It might be a brick and mortar, but it definitely extends way past that building.
Going into 5th grade, we became homeless. And so for a long time, we were like moving from house to house, just on the go all the time. And then SEI helped us find a house for us to stay. Even though we didn't have furniture and stuff for a long time, we were there, we were working it out.
We had each other.
Yeah, we had each other. I had a really good relationship with my mom. My sophomore year in high school, she just like gave up on us. She just moved away. We had to move with our dad. We didn't really have a relationship with our dad because he wasn't around. When we made a transition from living with our mom to living with our dad, SEI was always there, late night phone calls with our coordinator, bringing us groceries. They even just sat there and listened to us when we wanted to talk.
Being a young black male in Portland especially, it's easy for you to go down the wrong path. They teach you gotta be masculine, not to show your emotions and stuff like that. So I held a lot of stuff in, and you could tell through my actions towards other people. There was a point in time where I admittedly say I was a bully because I didn't know how to react to these things. And I had to overcome and realize that I hurt people and that I was hurting and we were hurting as a family.
I think it's very important for us to share our story because there's a lot of young kids who might be going through the same thing that we went through, and we can be an example of like, you go through hard times, but it's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
I know there's a lot of young black males that are just like me, and once you show someone else that they matter, they will open up to you. So I feel like the SEI really helped me become the man I am today.
To me, SEI just resembles family and community who uplifts young students who need it.
Hey everyone, this is Cameron Witten here at the Soul of the City. I hope y'all are enjoying tonight. As a reminder, we need your support to reach our fundraising goal and to ensure that SEI can continue to support this community. And so you can help us by donating right now. The website is www.selfenhancement.org/soul. Thank you all so much for your help, and please stay healthy and stay hopeful.
Ahí está, perfecto, gracias. My name is Yvette Hernandez, and we are here at King Elementary School at our weekly food pantry.
Okay, we're gonna do the box, and then we're gonna do the regular produce of dry goods, okay?
They get a nice box of produce, they get a bag of dry goods.
Okay, see you next week.
We're serving about between 250 to 320 families every single week.
Hi, how are you?
We are open to anybody in the community. There are no income restrictions. We don't ask any questions. The only thing we want to know is how many kids and how many adults are in your home. All right, have a good week.
We're in some very serious, hard times right now. I feel like this time is very important for us to come together. With SEI, just always supporting the black community. I think this is a great opportunity for the community to support SEI.
Our food pantries actually run year-round. However, when COVID happened, we knew we had to pivot and make some adjustments to how we were delivering these services. All of our staff and volunteers are wearing protective gear. All of our shoppers come and they actually stay in their cars, and we do curbside, so we're actually putting the food directly into their cars. Really, the goal is to serve people and meet people where they are. We understand there's a high need. We've seen the spike in numbers every week, and we just want to make sure that we're always staying ahead of that so that we can accommodate folks.
What's up, everyone? Hope that you are truly enjoying our show. The next featured story is from our SEI alumni, Tristan Irving.
I'm Tristan Irving from Northeast Portland. I'm an artist. When I'm painting portraits of Black queens and kings, and the last step is putting a crown on top of their head. I think right now, more than ever, it's super important the kids can see people that look like them depicted as kings and queens. It's like a crowning ceremony, you know? My position in the community now is that of an artist, so I have to use my voice. There's so much beauty in our faces, there's so much beauty in our stories. There's also so much like pain and so much struggle, you know, and so much perseverance. It's not any secret as to what is happening in the world, in our community. But when people see my art, I think it's important that they get the message of love, of togetherness, of perseverance, you know, all the things that I was taught in SEI. Growing up in SEI, they were kind of like rewriting some of the wrongs that we have learned in the world, you know. They made sure that I always had the option to take the path with the least resistance, you know. They say life has options, you know, and that's real. Life for sure does have options. I just appreciate them making me feel not only worthy, but more than worthy. Just being acknowledged, you know, and knowing that somebody cares. You just feel, you know, that they just want to see you doing good. Being able to have that support throughout my life, all the little bits of care that the people poured into me, it means something, you know? And I'm gonna make sure that it means something.
My name is Jamarte Brown. I'm from Northeast Portland. I'm a behavioral educator at Beaumont Middle School. The impact that SEI has had on the Black community, I think just the significance of SEI being somewhere that Black people, Black kids, Black families got somewhere where they could escape to, where they could be safe. They could have people that look like them, you know what I'm saying, in all different types of lights, you know what I mean? And I know for me, you know, growing up in this situation where I didn't have a consistent male figure there in my household, it was a big impact going there, seeing so many different men and women in positions that I didn't think we could be in, seeing more than just athletes, seeing more than just entertainers. And so that's why I got into working education, working for the district. And I think going to work every day, seeing those kids who adults push to the side, you know what I mean, or don't want to deal with, those kids come to me. Me being an example, I look like them, I dress like them, I talk like them, and you gotta be relatable, you know what I mean? And so for me, it's being myself and giving those kids something that they can really be like, okay, I could be that, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I wanna play basketball, football, or whatever sport, or rap, or whatever, but I could also be a teacher because I see Mr. Marte doing it.
All I hear, go get the money, so I go get it. Hate means I do something right, so I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him, yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head, yeah, I'ma let him. First, go ahead and go feast your eyes. Chefing up, cooking them pies, leaving no slice, believe on a guy. Who in demand and who got supplies? You on the land, me I'm fly. Look at the miles, I be in skies, right by my side, miss, look at them thighs, up and do.
I have the wonderful pleasure of introducing our Soul the City awardee, Cameron Whitten. Formerly the executive director for the Q Center and currently the owner of Brown Hope, a nonprofit that has started the Black Resilience Fund. They have raised over $1 million for Black families during this unprecedented time. That is the soul of our city.
Hi, everyone. My name is Cameron Whitten. I am a community activist, a nonprofit executive, and I've spent the last 10 years giving back to a city that was there for me early on, as somebody who survived youth homelessness at the age of 18. And so it's an honor to be where I am today, where I have the privilege to advocate for others and to create resources and create action for other folks who have to worry about where they're going to sleep at night. We're currently, as a community, experiencing great pain. We're seeing headlines after headlines of trauma, loss, and violence. And it's hard. It's hard sometimes. But what I do know, what we do know, is that there is a better future for us, and we have to do the work to get to that better future. One of the organizations that I look to for that inspiration, serving Portland's Black community, is SEI. They are a flagship for our community. And so it's an honor to receive the Soul of the City Award this year. This year we have experienced a lot of challenges, but I do know, even during our most difficult times, we can show our best selves and we can be resilient. To me, the Soul of the City means to be the moral center. There's so much going on every day. There is so much that we have going on in our lives, but we as a region, we do have a moral center. And it's always important to have a reminder why we are here. Why do we care for our neighbors? I can't think of another organization better than SEI to present the Soul of the City Award. And I'm so grateful to be the recipient this year. I encourage everyone here to continue to find ways to love the folks in our community and to take action so that we can build the future that we all want to be a part of. Thank you.
What's good, y'all? This is Amine representing my hometown, Portland, Oregon, as usual. This year's Soul of the City is such a dope demonstration of how excellent our Black community is. SEI is and always will be the backbone of our youth to develop resilient, bright, and creative mindsets. I just wanted to say thank you to SEI for providing opportunities for youth like myself to find our gift and reach our full potential. Thank you so much.
This is Portland, the city of roses. It's a place we take a lot of pride in, a place we call home. Like any good city, Portland is a living organism with many different parts working together. And like any organism, the health of the whole depends on all the parts working together well. Since its first day, the vision of Self-Enhancement, Inc. wasn't to build a name for ourselves. It was to help build a city that flourishes. And since 1981, we've done just that. Through dedicated work targeted at meeting the needs of the African American community and empowering underserved youth, we have been building a future of hope in this city. You see, in order to flourish, we need a home. We need community. We need access to opportunity, positive role models. We need each other. And when the communities within a city flourish, they contribute to a healthier whole. This is what Self-Enhancement, Inc. is all about. So where are we in this story? In our time, Portland is growing rapidly. Every day, more people find their way to our neighborhoods, and inevitably, things are changing. This means the city our kids grow up in will be different from the one we know today. This is where we come in. If Portland is changing, this means the future of our city is being written now, and you and I can play a role in shaping where it ends up. As a city expands, one of the most common negative results to a positive expansion and development is loss of place for minority people. In the coming years, communities like Self-Enhancement, Inc. will become increasingly imperative to the African American community and the health of Portland as a whole. We are creating a home. We are building a community. We are raising a generation of positive contributing members to a future of flourishing for this city. By providing hope for those on the fringes, we are creating hope for the city as a whole. In order to have a thriving African American community, we need places like Self-Enhancement, Inc. But we can't do this on our own. We need leaders. We need sponsors. We need a spirit of generosity to flow from every corner of the city to come alongside the efforts of our community. Just as we are committed to the flourishing of our city, we need our city's commitment to our flourishing as well. This is Portland. It's our home, all of us, and its future depends on you. You know, with all of the activities that we see in our city right now, this year we have actually 2 recipients of the Soul of the City Award. This individual is an educator, they're a writer, they're a trainer. They've been involved in our community for over 40 years. In fact, this individual helped start the Black Educational Center and the Black United Front. This individual has been a person that is affectionately called Mama Harris. This is an individual that when we get in trouble and we're calling on our history in our Portland African American community, we call Joyce. So we are so happy that this year, the Soul of the City Award is going to Miss Joyce Harris.
What's up, everybody? I hope you're enjoying the Soul of the City 2020. Now I'm working with my homeboy from North Portland, Jolly Rapper.
That's rapper with a W.
I'm feeling jolly. Oh well, oh well. Oh well, oh well. Oh well, oh well. Oh well. I can't get no sleep. Oh well, oh well. Got no food to eat. Oh well, oh well. It's getting hard for me to think. Oh well, oh well. Sometimes I forget to breathe. Oh well. I can't get no sleep. Oh well, oh well. Got no food to eat. Oh well, oh well. It's getting hard for me to think. Oh well, oh well. Sometimes I forget to breathe. Oh well. This one's for the family that ain't get to see me grow. This one's for the fans who know the lyrics at my shows. This one's for the ones with problems that nobody knows. This one's for the people who get high when they feel low. This one's for the ones who say it's too late to change. For the better, it's okay to change. The due date's today. For the nutty North kids who drink Kool-Aid on hoop days, whose shoe game is too flame to flame. For the ones who say, I can't get no sleep. Oh well, oh well. Got no food to eat. Oh well, oh well. It's getting hard for me to think. Oh well, oh well. Sometimes I forget to breathe. Oh well. I can't get no sleep. Oh well, oh well. Got no food to eat. Oh well, oh well. It's getting hard for me to think. Oh well, oh well. Sometimes I forget to breathe. Oh well. When things don't go your way, just say, oh well. When things don't go your way, just say, oh well. Ooh, 'cause your mistakes don't make you. 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 I can't get no sleep. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Got no food to eat. Oh well, oh well. It's getting hard for me to think. Oh well, oh well. Sometimes I forget to breathe. Oh well, oh well. I can't get no sleep. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Got no food to eat. Oh well, oh well. It's getting hard for me to think. Oh well, oh well. Sometimes I forget to breathe. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well.
You know, right now we live in a world where the negative is emphasized over and over and over again. But when you think about Self-Enhancement Inc., you think about hope. You think about a light. You think about success. You think about the individuals that have come through our doors and come outside those doors feeling much more positive about themselves and their future. If in fact you're looking for a place to invest, where you can make a difference, where you know your investment is going to turn into something positive on the other end with individuals that can become positive contributing citizens that can make a difference in the world, then that's Self-Enhancement Inc. Self-enhancement, that's what we do. We enhance individual lives, and collectively we come together to make a difference and to make our communities, our city, our state, our nation a better place for all of us to live. That's SEI, Self-Enhancement Inc.
In these times, we realize the only thing that separates us is opportunity. I've toured and worked with Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, and Prince, and the common denominator between all of those things is the fact that I got the opportunity to grow my gift as a musician. Making sure that we help grow the gifts of these kids that are in the SEI program, it's instrumental. So shout out to SEI, because at the end of the day, it starts always with an opportunity.